This box here, this is what it will look like, the box that you'll be put on your cart for racing. The only difference between this box and the one on the at race is that there'll be a light on the side here and over here. And what this is going to do is this is going to register the power going from the battery to the motor controller, right? So it's going to take the power coming from the battery, register the amount of power that's going from the battery through the motor controller, right? And you have a specific limit that you have to stay within. If you go above that limit, that light will come on, and then we will see that, which is why it's on top of the battery box. So we'll be able to say, hey, you're over the amount of current, the black flag pull you off, hey, you're over the amount of current, fix it, whatever it is, and then you'll go back on the race. Now normally, you won't have to worry about that during the race because at tech inspection is when this box will be put on. After tech inspection, you go and get your cart ready for the track and qualify. So all of that time, it's reading what's going on with your battery. Okay? So it will tell us long before the race even starts whether or not you are over the limit. And so then you'll be able to go back to the pit, to the garage, fix that limit, and get back in with the compliance of that thing.
Is that instantaneous current or an average?
Instantaneous.
Average. Yeah.
Well,
it gives a.
It's a weighted average.
Yeah.
It looks at a very small fraction of time. So if you just spike, it's not going to come on. But if you run for a specific amount of time over, then it's going to come on.
What's the time?
This one is called the physics box. It's the same exact setup. And so on top of it, and we'll have this on ours as well, there's a digital reading thing here. And this digital reading will tell you your RPMs, rotations per minute. It will tell you your analog voltage thing in there. And then there's another one. And then it also tells you your acceleration in X, your acceleration in Y, and your acceleration in Z.
Will we be able to get the data off the micro card after the race?
So this box here, the physics box, does have the ability to collect any data off of it you want, which is all those things that I just went over. So this will be available at the Test and Tunes. We'll have them to be able to use them at Test and Tune this year. The black box, though it looks very similar to this, does not collect all that same data. It's specifically designed to just check to make sure you're not going over those things. But it's set up the same basic way, just doesn't have all the same exact components to it. Okay?
Those boxes will be available at Test and Tune?
So the physics box will be at the Test and Tune, and we will also have a couple of the black boxes just to make sure that our system, we're going to make sure the system works, and so we'll have them to see if we're collecting the data that we need to be collecting on this.
See where we're at on that.
Yep, that does that. But this box will tell us, we'll go through and it'll say, here's what the current value is of your reading on your battery, okay? And then we'll read that before you go on the race. We'll just look, we'll go down there, we'll read it, this is the number, this is the number, this is the number, this is the number. We'll just go through that. At the end of the race, once it's over with, you'll go back through that same exact station. We'll say, this is the number, this is the number, this is the number, this is the number, okay? And then there's a calculation. We put those numbers into the calculation. That calculation goes through and says, this was your energy efficiency score, okay? But you can take that value. You can say, this is what it reads now at the beginning of my 10-lap practice. This is what it is. This is what it is after my 10-lap practice. So that means I'm using this much energy per lap. Okay, so you can do that kind of a rough estimate of what your energy consumption is. Same if we take, this is your starting value, this is your ending value. You completed this many laps. We do a math problem with that, just that you would do, what's your energy per lap? And then we take that value and we compare that value with all the other teams, okay? So your energy value score is a relationship to the other teams and what they're doing. So that's how you get your energy efficiency score. But you get your energy efficiency. You want to get that number of energy per lap as small as you possibly can, because that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the smallest one. We compare everybody's to that smallest one. Smallest one gets all the points. The next one gets a variation of points after that. See what I'm saying? Is that clear, hopefully? At the end of the race, when we take this box, we're going to download all of your data. from the time it was put on your cart to the time it's taken off of your cart. But we will see this is where the race was. This is where you were testing and tuning. This is where you're like it'll graph out. You'll see. And then, but this is the race here. So we'll go from here's the beginning of the race value. Here's the end of the race. So we'll just look at that one chunk. We won't look at all of your thing because we have this is our value reading, blah blah blah. And so we'll just verify that what we're getting is also matching up with what's on the data. We only have a limited number of these, but we have began the development and ordering the parts for making these on a mass scale. So starting with the 2018-2019 season, you'll actually be able to purchase this box. And we have, we're developing the curriculum that goes along with this to help you figure out how do I get my data off of it? How do I smooth that data out? What does my data look like? How can I compare, like, so we'll do that process for you so you can actually collect this data. And then we'll have the curriculum that goes along with that for that process. So it can be used in your science classrooms, it can be used in your technology classrooms, whatever the case may be. You want to take your card out, get some data on it, straight line data, oval data, zigzaggy data, whatever you want to do with it, you can get it from that. Okay? Energy efficiency, that sort of thing. So the box is designed as an educational tool, and we designed the box after the black box concept. Okay?